What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite diagnosed narcissist here. And today we're talking about why some people go back to toxic relationships. Why some people decide that going back into a toxic relationship is easier or better than actually staying away from it. What one major thing causes so many people to go back into toxicity, to go back to choose to go back into a toxic relationship dynamic, y'all? That's literally what we're talking about today. Yeah, so imagine this right here. Let me set the stage for you real quick. Imagine you go to jail for 10 years, 5 years, 10 years. Like your freedom is taken away. You've been kidnapped. If you don't can't imagine going to jail, imagine you've been kidnapped and held in somebody's basement for 10 years, right? This is all you know. This world, this cell, this basement is all you know. The people around you are all you know. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one day you get set free from your jail cell unexpectedly, right? Or you get set free, you break loose and get free from the basement that you've been in for 10 years. Guess what happens sometimes? You get shocked. The shock of freedom can make some people feel like it's easier to go back into those situations. It's safer, or it's more, it makes them feel more comfortable to go back into those situations than it is to leave sometimes, y'all. And I absolutely understand how crazy that can sound to some people who never experienced narcissistic abuse, who've never been in a toxic relationship or anything like that. I understand how that can make a lot of people think, just like, well, Lee, what the hell are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Seriously. Like the aftershock. Like there's why sometimes you see people that actually get out of jail. It's called freedom shock. Look it up. Freedom shock. When people have been locked up for so long, they get out of jail and the world has changed so much. It's scary. They're like, damn, you get shocked by everything out here. Like in the toxic relationship, y'all, it's the dating pool. The dating pool, like I'm free from my narcissistic or my toxic relationship, right? And I'm just like, damn, the dating pool is literally a swamp. Is the dating pool is not even a swamp. It's still water. Y'all don't know what still water is. Look it up. STILL water. Look up still water and how dangerous it is. Like it's not just a swamp, it's still water. Like it's you can't drink it. It's uninhabitable. You feel like the freedom is uninhabitable. So guess what some people do? Some people go back into the toxic relationship. Some people commit a crime to go back to jail. That's why sometimes the recidivism rate of going back to jail is so high, because some people get shocked by the freedom and miss the comfort of jail. I know that sounds crazy, but I've talked to people who've gotten out and said that thing. Like, man, sometimes I miss being there because I had a routine. You know, even though I was locked up, I had a routine. You know, at least I knew it in jail, in the toxic relationship. At least I knew what to expect. Yes, I was unhappy. Yes, I was treated horribly, but at least I knew what to expect. That's what I hear from people. And is it sad when I hear that from people? Yeah, it's sad as hell when I hear that from people, right? Because there's so many people that I talk to that absolutely just feel like they want to leave, but they get addicted to the toxicity sometimes, y'all. It's just like it's like a drug. It really is like a drug. Who's that? Yeah, April. So we're on the same wavelength right now. It's just like it's like a drug. And like a drug, it's very hard to quit a drug cold turkey. Y'all know it is. If y'all say it's very difficult to break a drug, kick a drug habit cold turkey. It just is. So this is why some people find it so difficult when you get out of a toxic relationship. It's not the fact that it's not the fact that there's not other people to date, or sometimes it's just the familiarity. You're like, I miss this, right? I miss this. And so many people go back into it. And this is one thing, y'all, when I'm doing my coaching and my courses at mentalhealness.net, when I'm talking to people, that's why, like, I used to feel like I used to feel like I failed people that went back into toxic relationships. Like, I was like, damn it, I failed. When I hear that, when I see that they went back into it, or I see them going back, I'm like, damn, I failed this person. But sometimes, y'all, it's very difficult to leave because the shock of freedom. You're like, well, shit. At least I knew what I was going to get. At least, yeah, my ex is toxic as hell, but at least I knew what I was going to get right here, y'all. My ex toxic as shit. But at least I knew what I was going to get. I absolutely knew what I was going to get from this person. At least I knew that this person, like, even if they tried to hurt me or whatever they're going to do to me, I knew what was going on. I knew what I was going to get in this situation. I knew exactly what was going to happen in these scenarios. Like, I was afraid to leave. Like I say, so at least even though I was getting abused, I was just like, I knew what to expect. And who said that? Afua? I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah. The trauma bond plays a huge role in that. It absolutely does. The trauma bond plays a huge role into why people find it very difficult to leave toxic relationships. It's like a shock to your system. The trauma bond sometimes can provide that shock to your system, right? It absolutely can. The trauma bond can provide an absolute shock to your system and kind of leave you discombobulated and throw you the hell off. It just can't. It's one of those things that absolutely can. It can throw you the hell off. It can just reconfigure your brain, mess up your brain chemistry. This type of stuff does happen. I promise you it does. I promise you. Lynn says they're usually trapped. Their money, vehicles, etc. Nothing belongs to them. All belongs. Oh yeah, I've seen that happen so many times right there too, though. Like where everything belongs to the narcissist, right? Where some people find it very difficult to leave, so they go back into it because sometimes the finances are not financing, right? Your financial situation isn't where you want to feel, and sometimes the narcissist like Lynn just said, sometimes the narcissist wants to they want to trap you in a relationship. They want you super dependent upon them. So it's very difficult to leave. I talk to people like that as well. Like, leave. They control the finances, the house, the water, the cars, the kids, the clothes, the dogs, everything. I have control over nothing, and I feel horrible. I hate it. And it really is sad, y'all. It really is sad. But people survive. People are surviving it. They feel so stuck. I just like you might have been stuck before, but because you have the knowledge of what you're going through, because you're getting the understanding of what's actually happening, you can take the steps forward. Now you can make a plan in order to set yourself free. You can make a plan to escape this toxicity. You can make a plan to get out of this situation. Like you have the ability to absolutely make a plan. You really, really can. You can do it. It just takes a while. It's like one thing, like I do, if y'all don't know, I do have a couple of courses, right? One of my courses is called Finding Your Why, how to leave a toxic relationship, right? And I talk about one way to heal is being okay with not knowing everything and making a plan, right? You can find all my courses and everything, y'all. You can find everything at mentalhealness.net, and you can enter the code mothers or fathers for 50% off the courses, the 5-star rated courses. Enter the code mothers or fathers for 50% off the courses. Seriously, it makes them super cheap and whatnot. But that's what ends up happening. So many people get trapped in this vortex where you find it difficult to leave. And the narcissist or the toxic person you're dealing with, they want you to feel like it's difficult to leave. They want to take away your hope. They want to steal your hope. They want to take it away from you. They really, really do. They really want to take the hope. They want you to feel stuck with them so you don't make any moves. So you don't make any moves at all. They want you to feel stuck. They want you to give up. They want all this type of stuff to happen because guess who benefits from it when you give up? Them. They absolutely do. Guess who benefits from it? Them. So they benefit from you feeling like you're never going to find anybody else, because that's what keeps some people there as well. Some people go back because you don't feel like you're ever going to find anybody else. Well, Lee, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life, so I have to go back into this toxicity. You don't have to. You don't have to. You know, take your time. I feel like when you get to the point where you're comfortable being by yourself, or you feel like you don't need anybody else, that's when things can start to shift for you totally. You see what I'm saying? Because as long as you feel like you need somebody else to survive, you will be at the beck and call of your abusive, narcissistic ex. You absolutely will, or your parents, or whoever it is, right? Whoever it is, this type of stuff happens. So I feel like as you continue to move forward, this type of stuff absolutely does matter to you. Like, experience it. Like, when you're getting ready to leave, you have to understand that there's going to be some shock. It's going to shock your system when you step outside of the toxicity. When you just like, okay, it's time for me to go. I need to escape this toxicity. I need to get rid of this. Like, understand that it's probably going to hurt when you finally decide to leave, right? It really is. You're going to be shocked. If y'all just joined the live on YouTube, hit that like button. Hit that like button. It helps reach more people and whatnot. But that ends up happening so much. It really is one of the main points that so many people get stuck. You feel like you can't go anywhere. You feel like you're stuck with this person because you feel like nothing is going to happen to me. I'm going to be alone the rest of my life. And this is going to suck for you. It really is. And it's going to hurt. You're going to feel some pain. There's going to be some pain when you do leave. I promise you. Like, you're going to, like I said, it's not just going to be pain. You're going to have, sometimes people feel happy. I saw one woman when she was driving away from her narcissistic, abusive household. Like, she was clapping and happy. She's like, yes, I'm free. Later on, she filmed a video while she was on the floor crying because she missed the person. Your emotions are going to do this. They're going to go up and down. This is going to happen. Somebody said, how long will the pain last? It lasts as long as it lasts. I promise you. You got to feel it. In order to make the pain go away, you have to go through it. You can't avoid it. The more you avoid it, the more it lingers, right? When you avoid things, they tend to linger. And when they linger, they come back, right? What did you say? Dan said, allowed my narcissistic ex to come to my home yesterday after 3 months. Damn, if she didn't take my phone out of my house, she should have stayed no contact. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what happens right there. That's what happens. Said this fool won't let me go. He wants to keep me around, won't divorce me, but wants to leave. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they'll try to do this type of stuff, y'all. They don't want you to have any type of freedom in the relationship. And that's one of the things I say when y'all are trying to leave a narcissist, you're trying to get back, trying to escape that toxicity. You have to understand that this is part of healing and part of growing. Is going to be going through that pain. Right. But the pain lets you know that you're alive. Once you start feeling pain, once you become numb to it, you start to die internally. You emotionally start to die. When I hear people say, I'm just numb to it now, I'm like, you're emotionally dying. If you're just numb to the stuff that they do to you, like that's what alcoholics say. I'm trying to dull the pain. I'm trying to numb the pain. Like you're emotionally dying. So when you can actually feel the pain, that means you're alive. And when you can still feel the pain. You can fight through it and escape the toxicity and heal and grow, right? That absolutely ends up happening. I hate the one time I did the no contact worst decision. You did no contact. No contact was the worst decision. That's interesting. They want you to believe you can depend on them till they choose to flip it otherwise. No, that's absolutely true. They want to be in control of you, right? And then once they feel like they have you, they'll start playing the games where they can, play the push-pull method. They'll give it to you, take it away. Give it to you, take it away. Give it to you, take it away. Meanwhile, y'all, I got to hop off this thing, y'all. Yeah, I got to hop off this thing. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If y'all don't know, my YouTube channel, I'm about to start I'm about to start doing more reaction videos and things on my YouTube channel. I'm about to start talking about topics outside of narcissism as well. All things mental health. Mental illness is going to be a place for all things mental health. I'm still going to do the narcissist content. I'm just going to add a layer to it. All things mental health related will be on the channel. All things I can understand and can convey, y'all. Anyways, y'all, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm super thankful for you. Again, check out my website, mentalhealness.net, for all things Lee Hammock. Coaching, courses, support groups, everything is there. mentalhealness.net. Hit the subscribe button, y'all.